We're Poynter Sheet Metal. We're located in Greenwood, Indiana, which is just south of Indianapolis. Joseph Lansdale, President, Poynter Sheet Metal. In 2017, I represented the industry as SMACNA's National President. It was a great year, got to learn a lot about our industry and a lot about the contractors around the country. And one of the great things was our premier partnerships. Mestech is a big part of that. Met Mike Bailey through that, and we started a conversation about the laser that they had to offer, and it really started from there. So I've known Mike for years. I've never purchased from him before, and he's never been pushy about that, and that's been a great thing about the SMACNA partnership. Mike's there to represent the industry, represent his company as well, but he's never pushed anything on me. I'm the one that approached him in overhearing a conversation with another contractor about the laser. But since that time, Mike's come in and looked at our machinery and said, hey, look, there's some pieces that you're missing here, some things I think can help your throughput overall. Since that time, we bought another machine, a corner machine from him, and we're looking at a few others that will help. He's not here to sell me everything. He's here to sell me the right pieces of equipment that'll work for my shop. Poynter Sheet Metal focuses in on high-end, tough-to-do projects, the things that most people would pass on. The large industrial projects, the quick turn, the high-quality projects. We not only have the Mestech laser, but we have another laser in our facility that really lent itself to trying this new technology. This laser is designated just for the HVAC contractor and really helped our throughput. We're seeing huge increases in our output on the machine. In fact, to the point where I'm considering putting another one on the floor. One of the sideline things that we didn't even expect was with the pharmaceutical work that we do was the cleanliness of the product. So with a plasma cutter, you end up with the smoke, the dirt, and all the kind of dirty edges. This laser has a very clean edge. The product is almost too clean for our fabricators. They have a hard time visualizing where the break points are and things like that, but the cut is so smooth. It's really afforded us a great quality advantage. We have a 105,000 square foot facility, which is quite large for our industry. With that, we've really designed around lean principles and processes. When we moved to this new facility in 2015, we went with a great throughput. We went with a straight line ventilation shop. The new laser just complements everything. We were having, in Bloomington, our previous location, we were having to run 2 shifts around the clock, 7 days a week to keep up with productivity. We added a second plasma cutter when we first moved. And now we're seeing a single shift enjoyment out of having the laser here in complementary with our current plasma cutting. So on a standard 20-foot cut, which we have a coil fed on both the plasma and the laser, and we're able to compare really good for Mestech. We're seeing a standard cut on a laser take, say, 3.5, 4 minutes, and with the plasma, same cut, same layout, same nest, about 10 to 12 minutes on those. So that's a big deal when you're cutting. Right now, we're on pace to run about 7 million pounds through our shop this year.
And how does that, how does that equate to a year-end bottom line? I mean,
we have yet to see that, but we're anticipating a huge drop to our bottom line. We're hoping to be able to take a second shift completely out of our shop. A lot of times we were waiting on metal to be cut so that we could fabricate and hammer and put it on a truck. Now we think we're going to be able to keep up with just one shift. It's all about productivity, and productivity does go to the bottom line. We are seeing cut speeds around 1,200 inches per minute, and compared to a normal plasma, you'll normally see somewhere between 200 to 300. A lot of plasmas advertise the 400-600 inches per minute. We've never been able to achieve that and keep the cut quality, but we have been able to keep 1,200 inches per minute, 1,000 inches per minute on thicker material, as well as our stainless. One of the things that we were doing before, we were cutting stainless on our other laser cutter, and the reason we did that was to avoid cleanup after the fact for welding. We're able to now nest 20 foot, cut 16 gauge stainless, no cleanup. It goes straight from there to our specialty welding area. It's a big improvement. Well, you could cut anywhere from 30 gauge all through up to 16. We only stock 24, and above. We just don't run 26, but we were cutting 24 through 16 gauge metal on there. That's both galvanized and stainless. We have run aluminum. We have yet to run, we have run a paint grip and Galvalume and a Galvanneal on there as well. Everything seems to be cutting about the same quality. We have not had any issues at all. One of the problems we've had in this facility, because our office is inboard of our shop, is the dust within the office, keeping the negative to positive relationship between our shop. And with the plasma cutting, we end up with the fine dust everywhere. It's on our walls, it's on our floor, it's in our office. If you leave for the weekend and come back, your desk is covered with it. But with this, we have a zone exhaust. It's a great zoned exhaust that keeps the any of the fumes in the locale that's being cut. We're seeing no off smoke at all. And the cut quality is so good that we end up with no residue on the material surface itself, no cleanup required, which is great for our pharmaceutical clients. In the past, our interface between plasma and downloading has been a little clunky. The interface out in the shop with the new machine is much more seamless. The operators seem to enjoy the nesting capabilities a little bit better. I'm not so sure, I haven't had an opportunity to actually sit there and run it myself, but just the visualization, the touch screen that they have, that side of things is so much better. In addition, the consumable usage is down. The fiber laser, obviously, no assist gas. The cutting head is super quick, super easy to change out anything that you would need, and we've had no issues at all with the maintenance of the machine. We received the equipment on a Friday. On Monday, the installation crews showed up, met with our shop superintendent. We had the space already. There were a few things that we weren't prepared for, but Mestech stepped in, took over, helped with the installation. We were up and running in the afternoon that we installed. They stayed with us an entire week on the process and made sure that we were comfortable with the machine before they left. In the second week, we actually did have an issue. It was our issue, not Mestech's, and they were right there with phone support, products that we needed to replace, and things like that, and guided us right through the process. Seamless installation, really.
I've been operating a plasma table for 2 years, and we got the laser table, so they decided to put me on that. It beats the plasma hands down. It's a lot faster. Like I was skeptical at first. When we first got it, I was like, oh dude, this is another machine. You know, it's probably just gonna break down every 10 seconds like all new things do, but it didn't. From the installation, it just ran so smooth after that. Like, as you can tell out there, it's actually cutting pretty well.
What's your favorite thing about the machine?
Oh, the touch screen. I love the touch screen actually. Hands down, it's just a lot easier.
How much do you like the machine?
Oh, scale 1 to 17, I'll give it 17.
This is actually a coil-fed laser system. My understanding, there's only one in Australia, and this is the first in North America. We're willing to take chances. We have for years. We were one of the first to have 3D scanners in our operation. Years ago, we helped with the development of the early stages of 3D CAD. We're willing to take chances because we know if we're not reinvesting in our company, we're probably going to fall behind eventually. This machine kind of fit our mold. Let's try something new. Let's stretch the boundaries a little bit. It's worth the risk, and I'm already seeing the results. Our shop's seeing the results. I think overall our bottom line is going to see the results of this experiment, if you will.